Baggedmilk, how you doing, my friend?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. It's the Battle of Alberta starts today. What's not to like about it?
Yeah, this is it.
Check out Jimmy's do.
I like it a lot. That's a great look.
The orange and blue.
It's even got the oil drop on the side.
It's got the dots on the side.
I love that.
Orange.
Looking good. Jimmy went and got
great.
that done yesterday with Estelle. Yeah, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of your nervousness, do you think this is going to be a short or a long series?
No, I think no matter which way it goes, this is not going to be a quick one. I
No.
mean, these two teams, the regular season series was tied 2-2. They always play each other hard. It's going to be a matter of who pays the most attention to the details and who makes the fewest mistakes. The Flames, unfortunately, are a really good hockey team, but so are the Oilers. And I can't imagine this ending quickly. My guess would be 6 or 7.
Yeah. I think the Flames have the edge in goaltending, but we have the edge in offense.
Yeah, I would say that's true. The Flames probably have an edge a little bit on the back end as well. But then if you look at the special teams, the Oilers will blow them out. So I think a big key for this series for Edmonton is going to be to stay out of the box. As much as it's going to be impossible to try and stay away from the shenanigans, because there's going to be a lot of it, they have to do their best to try and stay away from it. Let Calgary take penalties and burn them on the power play. That's what's happened all year long. So that's what I'm hoping for. A little bit of discipline. It's not going to be easy. Don't get pushed around by any means, but I would try to stay away from the nonsense as much as possible. Burn them on the power play.
Draisaitl, Kane, and the Nuge are all going to be in the lineup tonight, right?
That's right. Yep.
Draisaitl's got that high ankle sprain, right?
That's the concern is like, how healthy is Leon Draisaitl? I know he played 22.5 minutes in game 7, but early on you could tell he didn't really have that quick step that he normally has. You can tell he's battling through pain. So my concern is how effective is he going to be? The reality is, though, Draisaitl at 70% is still better than the bulk of the NHL. So he's going to be a big problem. Another concern is what kind of dirty tactics are the Flames going to try and take on him? Are they going to be hacking away at his legs?
Oh yeah, Kachuk will be out there doing something.
Oh, I hate him.
So that's a concern. But if that happens, what I would be saying is, all right, Matthew, if you do that, we're going to crumple Johnny Gaudreau into a tiny little ball and chuck him in the stands. So it's got to be kind of an eye for an eye here a little bit.
The interesting thing about the conversation revolving around this Battle of Alberta is that everyone's like, oh man, Flames are a heavy team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think we're a slouch in that regard.
Nope.
I mean, the Oilers have some players that will go, right? Like we have
Darnell Nurse.
Yes. Cassian. Yeah, we've got
Vander
guys.
Kane. They played a very physical series against the Kings as well. Like Connor McDavid's blowing people up. I expect more of the same tonight. I think that it's going to be having to pay attention to detail. Make sure that you're getting traffic in front of Markstrom. Make sure you're shooting from him and hacking away. I don't think there's going to be a lot of pretty goals in this series. So I think that the Oilers have to embrace the garbage mentality, get in the crease, hack away, hack the bone until the puck crosses the line. I think there's going to be a lot of ugly goals in the series, and the Oilers have to be on the right side of most of those.
I don't want to jinx McDavid, but I have a feeling that McDavid's performance, especially towards the end of this last series, is just going to continue. I mean, he was so good in that last playoff series. I can't see him slowing down. He's got that look in his eye, eh?
That's what I was going to say. I think of his post-game press conference after game 5 when they lost in overtime, and he just looked insanely mad. And when that happens, it's kind of like, watch out. And then look what he did in game 6 and 7. He basically dragged the Oilers forward on his own. He was not going to lose. I just don't see Connor being slowed down. Yes, they're going to do their best, but good luck with that.
That second goal in game 7 in the third period, to me, sums up why he's the best player in the league. There was 4 guys on him. 4 guys, and he went around the back of the net, popped it out front, and scored. He tracks like no player in the NHL. Like, he is just on that puck. And if he's deciding that if he decides he's going to score, that's it. It's over. It's over. Just go back to the bench, Calgary. right?
Well, and the funny part about that goal too is like it seemed like a lot of the Kings, their controller just disconnected, and they were just happy to watch him do his thing. But you're 100% right, Locke. Like the skill level on this guy is off the charts. There's no denying that. But I think it was Leon Draisaitl that said it after Game 7. It's just his will to win is also intense. So when your captain's playing like that, you better follow suit. And I think in Game 6 and 7, the Oilers played their best hockey of that series, and they need to continue and carry that into the series against Calgary. It's not going to be easy, but this is doable.
Okay, how did you feel about Wayne Gretzky, who went perfect in the first round, choosing the Flames in the second round?
Wayne doing a little reverse psychology. I respect it. Well, here's another thing though.
Homer, it's so funny.
Well, here's the thing though. It's like the reality is Calgary's a very, very good team. But from my perspective, they have way more pressure on them to win this series than the Oilers do. Everybody, including the great one, are picking them to win. And I think that's going to allow the Oilers to go in and play a little bit looser. We saw what LA did when they had no expectations of winning the series against the Oilers. They play a little bit loose. You know what? You go into Calgary and you steal Game 1 or Game 2. All of a sudden, that confidence from Flames fans is going to disappear in a real hurry.
That's a good way of putting it. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All
Embrace
right.
the underdog mentality. The Oilers are underdogs in this series, and like they're going to come out fighting.
Which series is more intense, the Battle of Alberta or the Battle of Florida?
Well, we basically like what I'm mostly concerned about is that the Battle of Alberta is going to turn into Florida North. So another thing that we need to do as fans is like let the violence happen on the ice. We don't need it happening in the stands or in the streets.
Yeah. The Battle of Florida, all kidding aside, that Tampa Bay Panthers game last night, that was a decent.
They're two good teams.
Yeah, they're
two very good teams. Like I'm a sports bettor, and I just left that one alone because I have no idea what's going to happen in that.
That one. Well, I don't even know how the Abs and the Blues are going to go either. I mean, I mean, the Abs they dominated last night, but I don't think they can go to sleep on the Blues.
I don't think so either.
All right. We got the Battle of Alberta. The first one since 1991 starts tonight in Calgary, 7:30. Baggedmilk, Oilers Nation. As always, thank you for your time, my friend.
Thanks, boys.
The Locker Room.
Brought to you by Always Plumbing and Heating.
Weekday mornings on 95.7 Cruise FM.